They say money can't buy taste, but Celeste Vaughn keeps trying. In a gown priced higher than my hatchback, she presides over my father's wedding like a queen. The country club I once stocked with washers and invoices is now a spectacle of crystal and orchids. Simple ceremony became season's event the moment Celeste took the reins. I'm Mara Ellison, and 6 months ago I was Vice President of Commercial Lending at Summit First Bank, the same bank's Latetto bankroll my father and his new wife's venture. Circles close in interesting ways when people forget who you are. Emit Celeste the day she breezed into Dad's hardware store hunting authentic tools for her luxury really offices. She was gracious then all compliments when Dad bragged about my work. A banker? So sensible, she'd purred. Later, after she learned I was the daughter of the man she meant to marry, that purr sharpened. In Celeste's orbit, women with status chaired galas, not credit committees. Darling, she'd coo to Dad just loud enough. Isn't it time Mara found something more suitable? Finance is sound kind to young women. My father, who taught me compound interest at the kitchen table and grit on the sales floor, started nodding. Planning the wedding became her cudgel. Guest lists as weapons, seating charts as rank. My place card migrated from center to margins until it landed by the kitchen doors. She'll understand, I heard her tell the planner. It's where the help sits. The help, his only child. Celeste's mistake wasn't cruelty. It was carelessness. While she curated chandeliers, she forgot to ask who reviewed her loan file. Timing is everything. Mine begins tonight. The morning after their vows, I sat in my apartment office with the blind shaft closed, laptop humming like a held breath. Summit First's loan console, my old domain, still recognized the back corridors only its architects knew. A known screen, Celeste's application. On the other, the file I'd been curating, Shell LLCs, unpaid suppliers, 3 dissolutions in 5 years. Jonah in Risk pinged me. Reviewed what you sent. How did this pass? It didn't, I typed. It waited. Renee Park from compliance called next. Major omissions, prior bankruptcies, collateral already encumbered. Funds scheduled to release tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Flag it, I said, opening the cancellation queue. Professional voice, steady hand, heart a kettle drum. Emergency revoke initiated, she replied. As approving officer, I need your sign off. Click. Signature applied. A tidy digital ripple that would become a wave. I sent the pacchetto the regulator's portal, then biced our fraud address exactly as policy prescribes. No heroics, only procedure observed to the letter. After lunch, I walked to Dad's old storefront. Empty windows reflected me back. A woman carrying history and a banker's bag. The sold sign hung like a bruise. 30 years off honest inventory traded for Celeste staging dream. I took photos, not for spite. Proof for myself that endings are real. My phone chimed. A beach selfie from their honeymoon. Turquoise water in a diamond the size of a raindrop. Caption, building an empire in paradise. I let it scroll past and forward at a factual dossier. Public filings, not rumor, to 2 business desks already fawning over her grand opening. Truth travels slow until it doesn't. At 8:59 tomorrow, the system will breathe in. At 9:05, it will exhale and then we will talk. At 9 o'clock, the cancellation fired. Why 9:17? Texts flared. Celeste, what did you do? Dad, call me. I told Recepcionto send them in. They arrived together, storm and wake. I tapped record. Per policy. How can I help? Undo it, she said. Our launch is today. I turned Miss Green. 3 undisclosed bankruptcies. Vendor liens. Collateral encumbered. The bank moves on facts. Dad's gaze climbed the columns. Celeste, it's old history, she said. I was repositioning. You were hiding. I kept steady. Regulators have the file. Funds won't release. Security will escort you. Revenge over a seat, she snapped. No prevention. 2 guards appeared, polite as ushers. She left perfume and wreckage. Dad stayed, gripping the chair like a rail. I sold the store, he whispered. We can build again, I said, sliding a folder across. A plan. Investors who believe in hammers, not hype. Ellison and daughter, weekend classes, contractor deliveries. Slow and honest, He read and relief rearranged his face. You started this already. Timing, I said. And faith. Hour later, the bell over our door sang to a crowd. Neighbors waved. Kids pressed noses to glass. Hope felt practical. Dad tuned a display. I show Ida girl how to hold a drill. Outside, the sign caught Son Ellison and Daughter Hardware. My phone buzzed with a headline about Celeste pleading to fraud. I powered it down. At dusk, we rang the last sale. Dad locked the till. The click felt like a heartbeat. Wedded toast revenge. We stocked shelves, swept aisles, kept lights on. Success didn't glitter. It sounded like a drill. Smelled like cedar. Moved at speed of trust. Not vengeance. Continuity.